Good afternoon. This is Gene Davis, KKUA Report 72. President Nixon held his first full-dress news conference in almost a year today, and the big news was that the Allies and the Communists will start talking again in Paris. The Paris talks will resume, Nixon said, on July 13th. When they do, he says he hopes that progress will be made. If it is, the president said, the war can be over before his current term expires January 20th. If it isn't, Nixon reminded a national broadcast audience that the U.S. has been disappointed in the past, but, said Nixon, the bombing of the North and the blockade of that country's ports will continue while the talking takes place. 40 people have been injured in a gas explosion in St. Louis. Details next on Report 72, where news comes first.
Who dropped into town? Who made them gather round? Who? Big Al. Who's got them smiling big? Who do they really dig? Who? Miller Moore. Miller Moore came and really stole the show. They're so happy that they won't let go. Got them lined up with their tongues hanging out. Hear them shout. Miller Moore. Miller Moore. Miller Moore. Liquor. Tell you that you ought to try the one to really satisfy you. Miller Moore. Miller Moore. Miller Moore. Miller Moore. Liquor. When Miller brews them all,
Miller brews it big. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. At least 40 persons were injured today when an ammonia line exploded in the Wainwright building in St. Louis, one of the nation's oldest skyscrapers. Windows were blown out and a 6-foot hole was blown through the wall of a small annex. The blast came while firemen were inspecting a leak in the building refrigeration line. Tenants were asked to leave, but some had remained. On June 2nd, 1967, Luis Jose Monge was executed in the Colorado State Penitentiary gas chamber at Carson City, Colorado, for the murders of his wife and 3 of their 10 children. Monge could well be the last person ever executed in the United States. The Supreme Court ruled today that the death penalty violates the constitutional ban against cruel and unusual punishment. Closing averages on the New York Stock Exchange show the Dow Jones Industrials down 4.59 on a volume of 14,610,000 shares. In local headlines, negotiations between the ILWU and the Hawaii stevedoring industry remained at a lull today. Island Tour Director James McKenzie has been arrested by the FBI on charges of falsely reporting a bomb aboard an inter-island airline flight. And a hearing on a challenge to Hawaii's delegation to the Democratic National Convention has been postponed until tomorrow. Here's the Oahu surf outlook. Waikiki and Ala Moana, 3-foot surf with fair form. Makapu'u, 2 to 3 and choppy. Makaha and Yokohama, 2 to 3 and fair. In the country, Mokuleia, 3 feet. Haleiwa is flat, and Sunset is running 2 to 3. In sports, the Hawaii Islanders tonight open a series finale against the Portland Beavers. Veteran left-handed George Brunette will pitch for the Islanders. Honolulu weather just ahead of much more music, and Steve Nicolay. Continued fair and warm through tomorrow with occasional nighttime sprinkles. Trades 15 to 20 miles per hour. The low tonight 74. The high tomorrow near 84. The temperature in Lihue 78. Kahului 79. Hilo 78. And right now, downtown, it's 81 degrees. For Report 72, this is Gene Davis.